friends, hello, hi, how are you? I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. So today I am so excited to film this video, and this is probably the most research I've ever done for a video. I think I spent about 4 hours yesterday looking into all of this, and basically I had this hypothesis. It's been kind of an insurgence of people basically saying that they think drama and commentary channels should be either demonetized or completely shut down. James Charles talked about it, and that was a big deal a couple weeks ago, and most recently Alfie Days. There's a video of him talking with the CEO of YouTube, calling out drama and commentary channels, basically saying that they should not be monetized for the content they make. There's also been a push now from YouTube itself talking about how they're going to be working on creator harassment, which directly targets the commentary and, drama channel community. And I want to start this video off by saying, I definitely believe that there are channels that take things too far. I'm not of the belief that every drama and commentary channel that exists has a good purpose. There are definitely people who make things up, blatantly just lie. There are people who make their channels solely to target other people and solely to make other people, upset. There are people who commentate on things that I personally believe shouldn't be commentated about. And there are people who use their platforms to bully other people. That's just the case. However, I think that those people, while they do give drama and commentary channels a bad name, similarly to how Jake and Logan Paul don't define all vloggers in existence, those channels don't define all of the commentary and drama channels. The majority of drama and commentary channels that I know and I watch, including myself, I genuinely feel are either trying to hold people accountable or call out wrongdoings they see or have them reflect on bigger issues in the world. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with holding people accountable. They're trying to inform consumers on things so they can be smarter consumers. The other thing about this video is I am primarily basing it in the beauty industry, because I feel like while there are drama channels and commentary channels that cover other parts of YouTube, I do feel like the beauty community is insane. So I wanted to base most of it on this. A big comment I get on a lot of my videos is that I shouldn't talk about X, Y, and Z because I'm just giving them what they want, and I'm just giving them the attention that they want, and the attention helps them no matter what I'm saying about them. And that got me thinking, because I was like, man, all these channels, makeup channels, like all these beauty gurus, really hate drama channels. But is it possible that these drama channels have actually benefited their careers? And I thought about that for a minute, and then I thought, well, I can't prove that. And then I thought, oh wait, yes I can. We are on a platform that is completely run by analytics and algorithms. So I absolutely can do some research and try to figure out if this is true. Do drama channels actually help YouTubers, or are they actually as detrimental as YouTubers think that they are? With that being said, I have a notebook with like 7 pages full of notes. So if I'm looking down, that's what I'm referring to. So I picked for this purpose of research, I picked 4 drama channels, and I specifically kind of stuck with drama channels and didn't go too into commentary channels. I'll make the distinction right now because I obviously do talk about a lot of other people on my channel. I think the difference between drama and commentary is I think drama explains what's going on, and a lot of times, drama channels do add their own opinions in, but I think for the most part, drama is like, here are the receipts, here's the evidence, this is what happened, and at the end, she'll be like, this is my opinion. Commentary channels, I think, add on to the opinion. Like, I think they only give their opinion. They talk about it, but from the guise of their own personal opinion. And that's kind of the difference I see. I feel like commentary channels, in a way, and I'll say this about myself at least, I do less work than drama channels. I don't find receipts, I don't find screenshots of things, I don't show clips in my videos, and that's mostly because I'm scared of getting copyright claimed, but also because that's not really my vibe. I like to just talk about it. I feel like there are channels that you can go to where you can find the receipts, you can find the real tea, and I kind of just give you my opinion on it. So with that being said, that's the distinction I made. So I did focus primarily on more drama-ish channels that do provide receipts, because I think those are the channels that get a lot of criticism. So I picked different varying sizes and different type of content. So I picked T-Spill, I picked Nick Snyder, why did I get a lisp all of a sudden? Nick Snyder from The Viewer's Voice, I picked Dustin Dailey, and I picked the channel Spill. You might be wondering, Hannah, what did you research? What did you do? Well, it was a lot of counting. So I picked 5 beauty gurus that I so regret picking 5. I should have just picked 3 because it was so much. But I picked 5 different beauty gurus that are all at different numbers and have all had different types of scandals, all have different types of personality. I'm just gonna read you the list and you'll get the gist. So I picked Jaclyn Hill, James Charles, Jeffree Star, Manny MUA, and Nikki Tutorials. I picked those 5 because number one, they are for the most part representative of the bigger, kind of like 1% of YouTube, if you will. Like, they are the representative of the bigger beauty gurus. So I picked those 5 and I went through, this is the first part of the video, would be just purely numbers. So I went through all of the drama channels that I mentioned, all 4 of the drama channels. I went through all of their videos and I counted how many videos they actually had made on each person. Some of these numbers might surprise you. So first we'll talk about T-Spill. So in the past year, that's when I've done this from, and actually T-Spill and Spill have only had their channels for about just over a year or just under a year. So some of their data might be a little off, but it's like, you get the gist. This isn't a perfect science, okay? I just was counting. And also some of these video numbers might be wrong. I really did my best to try to keep them good, but some of the videos numbers might be off. In the past year, T-Spill has made 8 Jaclyn Hill videos. They have made 12 videos on James Charles, which has increased significantly in the last 6 months. There was like 3, and then in the last 6 months it like jumped up. 20 videos on Jeffree Star. It was actually their first video ever was about Jeffree Star. Manny has 11 videos, and Nikki Tutorials has 0 videos on T-Spill's channel. The thing that I found interesting about T-Spill's videos were the big start to T-Spill's channel was Dramageddon. That was like kind of the big introduction to everything. And I thought what was interesting is what you'll find is there actually is a lot of numbers based off of the original Dramageddon and a lot of numbers based off the big Dramageddon 2.0 that just happened with James, Tati, and Jeffree. So that is something interesting to note as well, but we'll get more into that later. So now we'll move on to The Viewer's Voice. So The Viewer's Voice has 48 videos on Jaclyn Hill, and a lot of those were in the last few months due to her lipstick launch. I saw a significant increase. I think there was like 20 for the whole year, and then in the last 2 months there were like 28. So that was there was like a big drama that happened that made that happen. James Charles was the winner at 89 videos on The Viewer's Voice channel. He just had so many scandals. The thing about The Viewer's Voice channel is he makes multiple videos on the same topic. Not the same topic, but as things develop, because he puts out videos so fast. So when everything was happening with James, there was like 15 videos on like one topic. You know what I mean? And then he had 82 on Jeffree Star. I thought for a moment Jeffree Star would overtake James Charles, but he did not. Manny had 12 videos and Nikki had 8. And the 12 from Manny, again, were mostly from Dramageddon, or there was like a couple dispersed in between that were related to his brand. Dustin Dailey had 20 videos on Jaclyn Hill, 31 videos on James Charles, 41 videos on Jeffree Star, 16 on Manny MUA, most of which were 4 months ago, and only 2 on Nikki Tutorials. And then Spill, who has only been around for about 10 months, so that kind of throws it, but you get the gist. Spill has 4 videos on Jaclyn Hill, I think all of which were based on her lipstick drama, 10 videos on James Charles, 12 videos on Jeffree Star, and 0 on Manny and Nikki. And I found the 0 on Manny really interesting until I realized again that her channel was created after Dramageddon, and since then, he hasn't really been in too many scandals, if you will. What does this all mean, you might ask? You might think, why did I just sit through 4 minutes of numbers? Well, here's some more for you. So then, I went and took these numbers of the videos and all of that, and I cross-referenced I hate myself. I kind of took those numbers and I was like, okay, so a lot of videos are being made about certain people and not so many about other people in the past year, right? So let's look at all of those people's growth within those times. Let's look at their losses during scandals. Let's look at their growth or lack of growth after a scandal. Let's see what's going on with their social blades. So I went to socialblade.com. The first person, Jacqueline Hill, the first beauty guru, is currently sitting at 5.9 million subscribers. Now, Jacqueline's in an interesting position because she is currently bleeding subscribers from the lipstick situation. So Jacqueline is kind of an interesting case at the moment because you kind of saw her social blade in the middle of what it looks like right after drama really hits you hard. She's losing every single day. She's losing thousands of subscribers. I think she lost almost 20,000 in the past 30 days. So like a lot of subscribers, it's a lot of loss. But what I thought was interesting and something I wanted to check was when the Vault drama happened. That was like almost a year ago now, actually. The Vault released on August 7th, so we're coming up on a year of the Vault releasing, but all the drama that happened before that, I wanted to see what happened after the Vault drama happened, because if you don't remember, she put out those Vault collections with Morphe, and then it was kind of a mess, and then she had to like recall them, and then she like allegedly got rid of all of them. She had to make that like 45-minute My Truth video because of Marlena. Like there was this whole thing happening during this time. I looked at what happened during that time. She lost a lot of subs. Right after she recalled those Morphe palettes and said they were gonna be taken back and they were gonna redo them, she lost not that she lost subs, but she stopped gaining subs. Her gainage of subs went down significantly. And it went down significantly from July to September. If I'm looking at the data from the drama channels, most of the videos made on Jacqueline Hill were from her most recent launch, meaning it were just past a year of when they would have been making videos on the Vault collection, right? So then I noticed something interesting, like super interesting, because I noticed that at the end of that year, after September had passed and after the Vault drama had kind of calmed down, she rose significantly in the number of subscribers she was gaining per month. She was doing better than she had months before the Vault. It was like a jump. So I was like, well, that's kind of weird. After a scandal like passed, she grew a lot. And this was feeding my theory. I was like, okay, drama channels are helping YouTubers. But then I went to other people. And then we have James Charles, who is currently sitting at a 15.9. He was at one point over 16 million subscribers. He has not been able to get back to that point yet after his scandal. His biggest scandal was the Tati bi-sister video that happened a couple of months ago, and that happened in May. Because I was in Virginia. That happened in around May of 2019. And something I thought was interesting about James was that on November 13th, he released the Morphe James Charles palette. And from those months, like once it hit like November, December, he started blowing up. He was at like a certain amount of subs. He was like kind of on the lower end of like top tier beauty gurus. And once his palette was announced to be launching, he blew up. Like he exploded into the stratosphere of being one of the biggest beauty channels on the platform. So I thought that was interesting, that, you know, something that was a really big positive, because for the most part, besides the dramas, although, you know what's interesting? This is interesting. I think public opinion of James started shifting. Oh, this is so interesting. I didn't even think about this until just now. Public opinion of James started really shifting after the palette release, because he started getting, I don't know like a good way to say this without sounding mean, because I'm not trying to be mean, because I think any 19-year-old that had this happen would have done the same thing, but he got a big ego. And I think a lot of people started noticing that and calling it out. And that's when I think James went through the period of feeling like invincible. Like he was like, the whole thing happened with like Cody Rants, where he like called out a subscriber. He was like snapping back at people a lot. He was clapping back at people on Twitter a lot. He wasn't taking responsibility for any of his actions. And I think that was a time when people were really rubbed the wrong way by him, but they didn't have a particular reason to just like not like him. Like they just didn't really like the way he was acting. There wasn't really a specific action or thing that had taken place that like made them not like him until the bi-sister video. This plays into my theory later too. Just stick with me here. That's important. In the aftermath of the bi-sister video, he is still climbing in subscribers. He's gained back almost all of his subscribers that he lost during the bi-sister Tati fiasco. He is in the green currently. He's rising. Something interesting that I noticed though is that his video views are significantly lower than they were were in past months. Since he's been posting again, I didn't count in the part where he like wasn't posting for a month, because that would make sense. But even now, currently, the videos he is posting, and he is posting one less video a week, but even the videos he is posting are not meeting his average views that they once were. And I thought that was interesting, because up until this point, I'd only thought about subscribers and like what that meant. And now we're kind of seeing like, okay, maybe he'll gain back the subs and whatnot, but are the views actually going to be there too, which is where you make the money and where you know, have the most influences based on your engagement with your audience. His engagement has been much lower since the scandal happened. It's too soon to tell. It's looking like he's going to make a comeback from everything, and it's looking like everything's going to end up working out for him, but I think it is a little bit too soon to tell what the effect of drama channels had. Like right now, Jaclyn Hill and James Charles are either both currently in a scandal or coming out of a scandal, so it is a little too soon to tell what's going on with them. But I found the stuff on Jeffree Star fascinating. If you don't know anything about Jeffree Star, I can't sit here and list all of the things that have happened with him, but he is probably, I would say, I think you could safely say he's the most controversial figure in the beauty community. I think you could safely assume that. His entire time on YouTube has been filled with scandals. He is usually the first person to like input on things. He's pretty fearless with what he says and does. And Jeffree Star is also one of the most successful beauty creators on the platform with 15.6 million subscribers. Something I found interesting is the number of subscribers that Jeffree was gaining every month. He had a huge boom during Dramageddon, the first Dramageddon in 2018. He came out of that situation looking like a freaking saint. Something to note is this was in the midst of the Shane Dawson series, so this definitely was a time where the PR and the public opinion of Jeffree Star was turning. But I noticed, according to his social blade, he just like zoomed up in subscribers during this time and has been in a constant increase since that happened. And something else I noticed is that when he was staying in his own lane and not causing or being a part of or commenting on any sort of drama, his subscriber count plateaued. He wasn't really super gaining, he wasn't super losing, but it stayed stagnant, which is really not what you want as a creator. You want to kind of always be at least on the up and up, and he stayed just pretty much completely stagnant. The other thing I found interesting about Jeffree is that he has been in a slight decrease since the James Charles incident happened in both subscribers and views, but he's not showing the same decrease that other channels in that like scandal are showing. Like Tati, for instance, she's not really included in this video, but she is definitely still bleeding subscribers, and he is not really. He's still gaining, it's just less than he was before. So that drama interestingly seemed to actually hurt him, when most of the time the drama that he is facing does not affect him. So that was something I found interesting as well. NikkieTutorial's social blade is everywhere. It's all over the place. It's very random up until the summer of 2018, which if I say the word Dramageddon one more time, I'm gonna literally freak out. But like, it's when the Dramageddon situation happened. If you guys remember, Nikki played a very like minuscule role in some drama a while back where Thomas Halbert alleged that she like said some stuff. She was basically like, it's not true. I believe her that it's not true. That's that on that. It was pretty small. But ever since Dramageddon, when she wasn't super involved in all of that, she has been in a steady decline in gaining subscribers since July of 2018. And she's had no real drama since, hence why she's one of the least talked about people through drama channels. I found this part to be fascinating, and I kind of, throughout reading, I'm gonna get to Manny in a second, but throughout reading everybody's statistics and looking at their stats and looking at their social blades and figuring everything out, I've noticed that Dramageddon 2018, I think, had a real turn for the community. I think that was almost like the pivotal moment, if you will, of the drama community, and I'll get more into that, but I just want to say, like, this kind of confirmed what I was thinking about that, was looking at Nikki's thing, where now that she's been really out of the drama, nobody's really been, you know, talking about her, she's just kind of staying in her own lane, doing her own thing on YouTube. She is not growing as rapidly as she once was. Manny is now sitting at 4.8 million subscribers. He was once at 5 million subscribers, but he has been at a steady loss of subscribers, minus like 2 months in Christmas time where he gained a couple, but he has since lost them since after that. He has been in a steady loss of subscribers. He was at one point at 5 million, he went back down, and he has not gained any really subscribers since the whole Dramageddon 2018 went down, and he has also not been doing well well with his views. His views have lowered significantly, and he has not been able to recover from the losing of subs and the losing of views. He is one person that when I say their social blade is low and they're losing subscribers, I don't mean the amount they're gaining is getting lower. I mean, he's actually in the negative. Like, he's actually losing. He has in no way recovered from what happened back in 2018, which I find super interesting because I think Manny, I'm gonna get into it, but it's very interesting to me. What does all of this mean? So obviously the top 2 highest channels and the 2 channels that have been gaining subscribers consistently since being talked about by drama channels are Jeffree Star and James Charles. Whether I think they want to admit it or not admit it, the drama benefits them. Like, they have, between them, they have hundreds of videos across and these are only 4 drama channels. Like, there's a bunch of drama channels, and between them, they have hundreds of videos made about them, and they are the ones that are steadily growing the fastest, have the best projections into the future, and have been growing at a steady rate. Despite even mass amounts of loss at certain points in their careers, they are still the ones that are growing and have been the most successful, and they have the most videos made about them. So you can make your own correlations with that one. Personally, I don't think it's a coincidence that the 2 people that get talked about the most are also the 2 largest people, if that makes sense. Something else I find interesting to note is that James did start growing more rapidly, as did Jeffree, in the summer of 2018, which is when the first Dramageddon started. I think there are 2 bigger type of moments that you could look to for drama in the beauty community kind of changing the tide. I think the first you could look to is Here for the Tea creating her Morphe videos, exposing the affiliate links, exposing all of those things. That definitely changed the tide of people not having as much of trust in bigger influencers and consumers not having trust in what they were watching. And then I think you could also look to the Dramageddon of 2018. It involved some of the biggest people on the internet. It saw some of the biggest loss we had ever seen, and I think in a way gave a lot of people the drama bug. Because I didn't really talk about this before, but all 4 of the drama channels that I've mentioned, I mean, Spill and T-Spill started like a year ago, but Dustin and Nick have been doing drama forever, and they've just recently surpassed the 100,000 mark. Like, they've both recently blown up after the summer of 2018 when Dramageddon started. I think that drama got people so much more into drama and so much more interested in what was going on in the beauty community because it was huge, and it was also unprecedented, and it was like every creator was turning on each other and nobody knew who was friends with who, and there was so much content to be made about that. And honestly, if I'm being honest, like, that was one of that video about Laura Lee's apology that I made, that was one of my biggest videos at the time. I gained so many subscribers when that happened, and that was another springboard for my channel even. So I think if you look at all these different channels, I mean, Dramageddon was a huge turning point for all of this, which I just think is so interesting. And I also think this is further proven that so many more people have gotten into the drama community and into the drama of it all after Dramageddon by the fact that Nikki Tutorials has been involved in almost no drama, and she hasn't grown because she's not being seen. I think personally that even though drama channels and drama videos may affect a person's growth at a time, at the end of the day, it is garnering the people who get talked about the most more subscribers and more views, and the people who are not getting talked about the most, like Nikki, are falling down and falling off the platform. Not falling, she's still a huge channel and she's still doing fine, but she's not gaining like she used to, and she's nowhere near gaining the same way that Jeffree Star and James Charles are, who are constantly involved in any type of drama. So that kind of brings me to my point that the more videos that are made in the moment, it definitely impacts the creator in the moment. You see the dip in views, you see the dip in subs, you can see all of those things happening, but in the long term, it does seem, based on numbers, to benefit the creator. It seems like over time, either more people know about them, I'm not sure what's happening, but over time, they are succeeding more than they ever did before, for the most part, with the exception of Manny MUA after Dramageddon 2018, who he was honestly the least bad of all the people, and somehow he got it the worst. Like, even Laura Lee I don't think is getting it as bad as him right now. I think there's a reason for that. This is where I get a little maybe conspiratorial, if you will. I think drama channels make the videos, and they put the videos out there, and in a way the public is now more informed because it's all in one concise place. They don't have to go to 17 different Twitter accounts to find out what's going on. They can get the drama in a digestible way and be more informed. However, I think existing public opinion has a huge impact on how drama is received and how a creator is received. Manny MUA, like I kind of talked about, was already a little bit more disliked amongst people, but there wasn't like a reason to not like him. It was just kind of like people didn't vibe with him. People thought he was kind of fake. People thought he was kind of a social climber, but there was no real proof to that. So you couldn't really call him on it, and he kept growing because, you know, whatever. The second people were given the opportunity to confirm the fact that he is a social climber, that he, you know, is a bad friend, he dropped, and he has not recovered from that. He hasn't. And I personally don't know if he will. I don't know if he'll recover from that drama because the public opinion about him was already there. I think you could even make the same case for James Charles. Whether you want to believe what was said about him or not, whether you believe his videos, Tati videos, whatever you believe, okay, right? No matter what, the public opinion about him when Tati dropped that video was already low. People were already thinking he had a big head, already thinking he had a bad attitude, already thinking he was like getting too big, you know, getting too big of a head. His whole sister tour had just happened where everything blew up with that. The public opinion on James was not fantastic. So when Tati made her video and people had a reason to not like him because of Tati and because of the drama channels, they all found that reason to not like him, and the public opinion was already made, okay? I don't think the drama channels affected those big situations. Same thing with Jaclyn Hill, now that I'm thinking about it. Like, people already had a public perception of her as a Morphe shill, as this, as that. And then the second her lipsticks did bad, it was so easy for people to turn because they already had a public opinion that was negative towards her. And this is why I think Jeffree Star is immune to a lot of this. Because of the Shane documentary and because of other factors, he has somehow created a public persona that is positive no matter what he does. Even when he does have scandals, he doesn't see the drop in the same way that other creators see that drop because the public opinion of him, despite the people that don't like him, his fan base, it's favorable for him. Does this make sense? So at the end of the day, are drama channels helping creators? Kind of. They could make their videos and give a completely different opinion and could completely support creators, and I think people, given the facts, would still believe what they're going to believe no matter what. I don't think opinion videos or commentary videos or drama channels particularly sway people in any which direction for the most part. I think I get comments sometimes of people saying I've swayed them to think about things in a different way, and that's nice and all, but that's not the majority of my comments. The majority of my comments are either I completely agree with you, you're so right, or you're a idiot. That's really the only two places I go. There's not a lot of people that are going to change their opinions, which is reflective of so many bigger things going on, especially in America, where people have their opinions and they're really not likely to change them. So do I think drama channels make content that makes drama and makes people maybe look not great because more people have access to it, more people have information to it? Of course. At the end of the day, these videos get views for a reason. If you even look at my channel as an example, the videos I make, like my top 25 videos are my drama videos. They get the views. People want to watch them. If there is a demand for that type of content, it will always exist. YouTube can try to pretend like it's harassment. Creators can try to pretend like we should be demonetized and whatnot. But at the end of the day, for the most part, we're helping you. And if we weren't helping you at the end of the day, it's because the public had already turned on you and there was no hope for you anyway, despite the videos being made or not being made. That's what I have determined through this whole process. Some of you might be like, why do you care? I don't know, because the community I'm a part of is under attack, and I think that's ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous that people that benefit from this are the people that are calling out drama channels and creators. I think that's just preposterous. I think if they looked at their numbers and their analytics for even a second, they could realize this is incorrect. That's that on that. So at the end of the day, do drama channels make a difference? Kinda. But does public opinion matter way more? Yeah, absolutely it does. So that's all I have to say about that. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, or just subscribe, or do neither. Honestly, just so happy you're here watching me. Thank you so much for being here. If you like a video like this, where I did a little bit more research and I talked about things a little bit more broad, please like this video so I know that you liked it, and I'll do more of these types of videos because I actually had a lot of fun looking into this. My merch, my social media, and everything I'm wearing on my face will be linked down below. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Please go register to vote if you are a US citizen and you are just driving to get your opinion out there. My voter registration link will be in the description. You can very easily click it and then you can make a difference, even if it's small. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!